Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort, make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino, take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn?
So, Sierra Madre grand opening. Jar of cloud residue. Sierra Madre. Dead money. Dead money takes you to an extremely dangerous area of the Mojave wasteland, a one-way journey until your business at the Sierra Madre is finished. In normal mode, you'll encounter new traps, enemies, and new companions whose lives are tied to yours. In hardcore mode, you'll be fighting the environment as well, a toxic city that erodes health over time. Companions are more vulnerable, so are you. It's recommended for experienced careers, level 20+. If up to the challenge, continue on. The Sierra Madre grand opening awaits, and has been for 200 years. Proceed. Need a key. So, Brotherhood of Steel. What the hell do they have to do with this? Elijah's chemistry set. There appears to be residue collecting in the chemistry set. With the proper knowledge, you may be able to collect a sample of it. Jar of cloud residue. Rifle. In electronics. Something good came out of this. First key. Yeah. Activate a vending machine. This is an unusual looking crafting station. As you approach, lines of tiny holographic items appear in the dispensing tray. Wireframe schematics and lists of consumables the machine can assemble and package for the consumer. There's a slot on the side with a Sierra Madre symbol. The slot does not look part of the original design. You pay with Sierra Madre chips. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. We're in a sort of bad situation. We have a lot of high needs now, so I think we're better off at least bringing them down a bit before proceeding. We should have a gecko stick and some fresh water. Yeah, that's good enough.
So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening. One big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go. Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it.
Collar? What are you talking about?
It's like that Pip Boy on your wrist, except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world. Just needed some tuning. Do what I say, and the collar will go off. Refuse, try and run, disobey me, I'll kill you and find someone else. There's no escape from here until I let you go. The sooner you accept your situation, the better.
So, then maybe you better tell me why I'm here.
That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps, you'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone.
So, I need others to pull off this heist. Who?
Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your was a link. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it.
Why would you do that?
Because in some respects, breaking into the Sierra Madre is easier than breaking human instinct. Greed. The villa is filled with corpses. Some killed by the dangers here, some by me. Others turned on each other. Once they realized the Sierra Madre could be theirs, they cared nothing for their freedom, their survival, or each other.
Are they all dead?
The ones brought here live on only in what they've left behind. Their marks, graffiti on the walls, and victims they've killed. Some tried to help, left supplies and healing for others who came. Their reward? They were tracked down, killed by others with baser instincts. Some of these murderers went as far as to leave traps behind them, turning markers for help into death traps for anyone following them. It killed some of them when they forgot where the traps were, or when they desperately needed the assistance they had cut others off from.
Where's my gear?
The Sierra Madre has many defenses, means of screening guests for illicit or dangerous items. Your arrival here, weaponless, was not my intention. The casino, this villa, it takes anything with even a trace of radioactivity, traces of unknown substances, and returns it home, the bunker. The process is automated, and the casino itself has other similar services. I was unable to find a workaround except to send others in as tools. Still, I have not left you defenseless, and the Sierra Madre's security, in some respects, can help you if you are resourceful enough.
So, what do you mean?
This place is well preserved. Few who came here ever returned. All the treasures of the old world lie scattered about, virtually untouched. Search, hunt, craft what you can from what you find. The trash of the pre-war era can keep you alive. Food, knives, more. Use them. Even the villa's toxins and the residue it leaves behind can be shaped into tools and weapons. Gather it as well. Also, there is one more thing in your possession. A rifle that will keep you alive, as surely as the caller will.
What is this rifle?
It is a hollow rifle, a weapon I constructed when I arrived. I have since made superior models and modifications. For now, that too will have to do until you find other weapons, and I suggest you do. The hollow rifle's ammo is limited. Still, it should serve well enough. I fashioned it from the holograms of the villa and used it against the villa's living inhabitants.
Living inhabitants? There are people alive here?
Yes, the inhabitants. Avoid them if you can. They are difficult to kill. Whatever has created them, bullets, explosions, energy, it can make them inert for a time, then they seem to crawl back up, restored. Perhaps it's the cloud. Perhaps something in their physiology.
Okay, what is this cloud?
The cloud is what blankets the sky here. You may smell it in the air. Copper and sulfur. Burns the lungs and seeps into the skin. As for its origins, I'm not certain. Pre-war industrial pollutants. Something in the Sierra Madre structure. It is unique across the wasteland, and deadly. It has kept this place preserved since the Great War.
Will exposure kill me?
No, while it will erode your health, it will only bring you to the point of death, no farther. At that point, the air here is lethal only if you enter concentrated pockets of the cloud. Too long inside one, you'll die, so be careful where you step. I've seen some survive concentration of the cloud for short periods of time, if healthy enough. Others were too weak. Rebreathers, chemical suits, there is no protection against it. It decays all it touches. I found fighting it useless.
Are there any safe places here?
Anywhere sheltered from the cloud. Inside buildings, tunnels. Any place not exposed to the outside air. Anything the cloud has touched has preserved it one way or another. But only the holograms in the villa truly remain.
Okay, tell me about the holograms.
Ghosts. They fill the villa. More in the casino. Much more. They carry out the functions the dead once did. They cannot be harmed. They only perform the same rote tasks until their power dies. They are of no consequence, except for the security holograms, the ones with the silhouettes of the armored Sierra Madre guards.
How are they different?
Most holograms perform specific functions. The security holograms, ever since the bombs fell, now perform their function. They will kill anyone they detect. They are immune to guns, weapons, EMPs, even energy weapons. Still, they have limitations. Their design limits their field of view, enough to avoid detection. Each has an emitter. Destroy or disable it, and they cease to be a threat. Still, at least they still work as intended. Other technology here is more of a threat to you. Notably, the villa's radios and speakers.
So, tell me about them.
Yes, music was intended to be broadcast all over the villa. Over time, however, the radio signal has decayed and emits a different frequency. Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals. So, you'll have to make do.
So radios and speakers can set off the explosive color.
Yes, but not immediately. You'll hear a beep from your caller's detonator. When you do, step back, scan the area, and find the signal source. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio. The damaged speakers are sparking. Hard to miss. The casings are resistant to vandalism. Punching or hitting them will not destroy them.
So how do I destroy them then?
Gunshots, energy blasts, even spears thrown with great force can puncture their exterior. Shielded speakers can't be destroyed at all. You will need to avoid them or switch them off via a terminal. I'll leave the method up to you. I am short on patience, and you are short on time.
I feel like I need to know as much as possible now. What is this place? How did I get here? These are not important really. Vending machines.
Assembly stations. Schematics are stored within. Dispensers with unlocked codes. They use the chips scattered around as batteries. Alloys are raw material embedded in the shell. They resemble the vending machines of Mojave, but they are crafting devices of tremendous versatility. Once an old world convenience, now they are a means of survival. Use the chips to power them. Select from the holographic display. The device will assemble it. Ask.
Who are you?
Someone who followed the call of the Sierra Madre just as you did. Now that I've found it's more than a story, I intend to take what's inside. Maybe that's why you came. Why you followed the Pip-Boy here. And straight into one of my traps. Now, this is your reward.
Who are these people I'm supposed to gather? Oh, are these inside Sierra Madre?
That is for me to know. You get that far, you'll see for yourself. Ask.
I'll ask. Who are these people I'm supposed to gather?
One is a trusted ally. Obedient, caller or no, although the caller helps. The other two, well, we'll have to see what the trap's got.
How am I supposed to find them?
Your piece of Rocco trash will help you, I've ensured it. It can latch onto the signal of the callers and tune into their frequencies. The bomb callers come with radios embedded in them. You can eavesdrop easily. It was part of their design to listen in. They can even screen out white noise from the environment to allow greater monitoring. You're a piece of...
Any suggestions for who I should go first?
Yes. Caller 8, the FEV reject, the super mutant. He is docile, predictable, and provided he's not starving, should be easy to command. I lost contact with him some time ago. Probably after he dragged you here from the trap. Find him. He'll follow you, caller or no. I've got... Get the other three here after... Do this. Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the villa's broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here, and I'll direct you. I've downloaded instructions on an audio log to your Pip-Boy in case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind you.
Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino,
You return.
its glory,
Why?
is inviting you to
Gather the three as I've instructed, then I will have more
come
for
to a
you.
place
Not
where wealth,
before.
excitement, and intrigue
I have
await
one more
around
question.
every corner.
Ask.
Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort.
Why is my vision
Make new
blurring?
friends.
It is the cloud covering the villa. The longer you are outside, the more its toxins seep into your systems. Through the lung and the skin. You will eat at you the longer you're outside. So wherever you go, move fast, or you'll soon find yourself too weak to move.
Gamble in our casino.
Fall asleep.
Check in the theater, or stay
And you
in
will
one
not
of our
wake up.
exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater
Then
to
go.
your every
The
whim.
Sierra Madre may wait.
So if
I
life's
will
worries
not.
have weighed you
Very
down,
extended
if you
dialogue
need an
sequence
escape
here,
from your
but
troubles, or if you
it's
just
really
need
necessary
an
to explain some of the
opportunity to
things.
begin again, join us.
It's a craftal situation. We have
The world
jumpsuits
behind the Sierra Madre
and
Grand
explosive
this
color.
October.
Some items apparently are preserved,
Your life taken a turn?
probably because they have no weight. That might be a reason.
Has fortune left you behind?
You can take camera
So,
photos here.
the
Polo
Sierra
right.
Madre Casino
But
in all its
we don't. I don't
glory
want to use
is
it, but we are going to
inviting
have to rely
you
on it.
begin again. Come to a place
NCR
where
emergency
wealth,
radio probably won't work here.
excitement, and intrigue await around every corner.
Contribution cell
Stroll
ball.
along the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new
So yeah,
friends, or return
lots of
to the
dangers. We have no
Let your
food,
eyes take in the
anything.
luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies.
Different frequencies.
Straight on
But
into
did
the
he go
sunset
away?
from our villa
Dog will be
rooftops.
good this time.
Countless
You'd think it was
diversions await.
spring, the way tourists keep rolling in.
Take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim.
3 guys to
So
go
if life's
after.
worries have weighed you
Christine,
down,
Dean
if you
Domino,
need an
and
escape
the
from your
dog.
troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin
The world map is fairly small. This is not a map in the same sense that the Mojave Desert is. It's more of a well, it's more of a tunnel run, but not quite. There's a little bit of freedom, but it's still a tunnel run. Ooh, cosmic knives here, microchip, and we're taking constant damage here. As long as we're outside, so fun, fun, fun. Bonus link damage.
Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies.
This will be used as currency for vending machines here.
From our villa rooftops.
So if you can
Countless diversions
Ace
await.
of Spades here,
Gamble in our casino, take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you.
you don't have to waste your time here, at least in hardcore mode.
So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles,
Color rifle.
or if you just need an
This is an amazingly good weapon, but since we don't have energy weapon skill, it's not gonna be all that great. And the problem is the enemies are probably level scaled to the level that it needs to be great for us to be able to utilize it. The vending machine is pretty simple. You can buy food, anything, probably not healing items or anything, only food at this point, and cigarettes. I can turn in cigarettes and cigarette packs for extra coins. You need recipes, you can fight them, and then you can make something more useful, but at the moment we have nothing useful. We're in serious situation. Very few ammunition, very crappy weapons, no armor. Enemies you kill here cannot be killed in normal means. So they can be killed, but you have to realize on your own how to do it.
Outside, you may notice your vision will pulse, get dizzy. It's the cloud. Eats your inside slowly. Too much exposure. Death.
Why doesn't... I'll see if I can get subtitles on. They should be on, I think. Maybe... is there subtitles? Subtitles? Yeah, they are on, but they just don't show. Again, keep an eye out for anything odd. There are a lot of traps. A lot of markers signifying some stashes, things like that. Empty shells. Constantly taking damage. Laser pistol. Well, it's much worse than the pole rifle and another energy weapon, so not all that useful. Now, I'm taking dirty water too at this point. This is cloud residue. Dark red patch on a wall. Cloud itself is easily noticeable if there is one. It's a dark red, clearly visible. There's you're hard pressed to accidentally bump into one. Yeah. Marker Dean's secret stash. Water, fusion cells, super pump, stim packs. Ooh, stim pack, very welcome. 1 out of 15. Hey, just cook. Knives. Yeah.
Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult to kill unless you chop them apart. If you can, blow them up or disintegrate them.
Yeah. So if you just kill them, they'll stay down for a while and then they'll pop back up. So you have to mutilate their bodies, disintegrate them, or really blow them to pieces. Just killing them does nothing. Temporary. Gonna use the laser. Do we have ammunition for it? You throw this piece of crap. Pack it to pieces. Moves away. You don't recover from that. Throwing knife spears. I'm taking them for now. Battles remains dead. Now activate a hologram system here. It's hostile toward me. It might guard the area against those, whatever they are. There are some puzzles in here, and they're usually related to the explosive color you have. There's a loud, very easy to spot. But we do have to go somewhere. All these restrictions, constant health loss, really having no food, things like that, I think they seem much more restrictive and annoying than they end up being. Yeah. In general, you don't want to go in these areas that have so many such cloud residue areas. You know, it's guaranteed to do you a lot of damage. Since our equipment situation is pretty bad at the moment, I don't want to go looking for extra trouble. When we have a lot of health items, things like that, then we can go and take some larger risks. Tasty toilet water. We might not even have to use that. It's easier for me to probably try to find water than it is to get rid of radiation at the moment. No anti-radiation drugs, so probably a good idea to try to avoid getting any extra. Police station. Find dog in the simplest of beasts. Hostiles. Monies, we're not passing this up. There's a different. I'm fairly interested in getting as much as possible of these because I can't rely on energy weapons too much, and the holographic rifle is the best weapon you can have here. It is really, really good.
Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals, so you'll have to make do.
There's a radio, so
Noise makes my stomach hurt.
need to. Radios, radios and all types of radios really.
Turn the noise off.
Vending machine code stick. Police pistol. Tinted reading glass. Police revolver. Wonderful weapon. Sinclair visit. Sinclair did the rounds again today. Glad he left his ghostly entourage at the casino. Those walking light shows makes me wonder why he's even got us on staff, when they could blast us in a second. Otherwise, Sinclair runs a tight ship, good to see in these days and times. I don't know how smart he is trying to make a resort to escape everything in the outside world, but rich guys can make it happen, even ones that have been hit hard like Sinclair has. Falling cell. Nothing much to report. Pretty quiet tonight, even from Puesta del Sol. Imagine Morris up in the casino probably has more than enough with guests coming in tonight. Poor bastard. Set up the radio so I can listen in on the gala event when it fires up, and left one out for the prisoners. If Sinclair doesn't want us to be too strict with the guests tonight, I may just toss the key in the holding cage with anyone we pick up and let them unlock the door when they've slept it off. Communications. Set up the radio room downstairs to broadcast through the speakers. Don't want to miss tonight's performance. The receiver down there is stronger than the desk radios we have up here. Stash some supplies from the evidence room down there to celebrate once my shift is over. The way I figure it, the rest of the guards be too busy to check up on me.
Puts dog in the cage, hiding downstairs.
Police chief's job. Didn't get any good hits, so not really bad or really good. Discovery. Yeah, 2 out of 2 out of 11 3 times. That's really bad. I could have probably figured it out if I would meticulously compare the different options, but Assassinate. 1 out of 11. That's good. Act. So, what are you hiding? Disengage contraband room 1. Prohibited items. Sinclair's prohibition list is going to be difficult to enforce, and told him so. He claims we're getting an automated system that would confiscate items, even the slightest bit radioactive or foreign, and ship them back to the visitor's source address. Asked about items already at the villa, didn't mention the construction crew, and he dismissed it. Of course, no sooner than Sinclair gives his prohibition speech, his pal swings by at the same hour, asking how hard-nosed we were going to be. Told me he couldn't guarantee he could keep me supplied if I didn't treat his friends with the same respect. Frick. Security system installation. Sinclair installed a new security system for visitors coming in and out of the villa. He doesn't seem to care too much about what they do when they're inside, only that we confiscate any personal items that could be dangerous or foreign, and make sure we know who enters and who leaves. Asked him again about watching the construction crews. He said that was a villa matter. Great, that means the prick runs the show. As long as there were no more accidents among the crews, that's what he cared about. He barely tucked my flask under the desk before he showed up. He gets that disapproving look when he sees the hard stuff. History of Sierra Madre. So, this is good. Ooh, automatic rifle. Alcohol, weapons, healing items, 357 Magnum rounds production, grenades, scotch. I'm not sure if that's going to be of any use to us, but yeah. At least we have something to use now. The pistol is a terrible weapon, but the automatic rifle, DPS over 200. Don't have a lot of ammunition, but yeah, this looks like an amazing weapon. It really is a light machine gun. Let's continue.